Hi everyone, welcome to the Cricut Circle blog, Wow Wednesday edition. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a really cute shaker card. I hope there's not too much glare here, but we've got some confetti, and this is a kind of a larger scale shaker card. A lot of times you have like a little frame or a little window with a little bit of glitter or something in it, and this really is a much more fun kind of a way to do a shaker card. So you'll be amazed at how quick and easy this goes, and the Cricut certainly makes fast work of creating a frame. I have a pumpkin face cut with the pumpkin carving cartridge, and it's cut at 4.5 inches. And don't worry about having to take notes. We will have all the measurements and directions for you as well as the video. So I'm going to turn that face down, and I'm going to use a liquid adhesive that dries fairly quickly. I'm just going to run a real quick thin bead of that right along the edges. Don't want it too thick because I want it to dry fairly quickly. Just want to make sure that I cover all the edges so that none of my confetti will fall out. Here I'm using the basil acetate, and this, I love that this is coated on each side with a protective film because it keeps all the fingerprints and dirt and grease and dust and everything off of there, and it keeps it nice and clean. So I'm just going to peel that off on Butterfingers here. There we go, I just got it. Whoops, there we go. I'm going to peel that off, keeping my fingers off the middle. And I'm going to place it, and this is cut at 4 1/4, just slightly smaller than my frame. And I'm just going to lay that right down, tapping it just along the adhesive there. And that's going to give me a really tight layer, a really tight seal. I'm using these foam strips, and I'm just going to peel that right off the sheet. Normally we would let this dry a little bit longer, but because for camera time we're just going to keep on going, and it dries pretty fast, so we should be fine. Right along the edge, I'm going to add my foam tape, making sure that I cut and not allowing any of it to overlap my frame, because the frame edge is actually going to show on the front of the card, so I don't want any foam tape or anything kind of hanging out. And I'm going to add this foam all along the edges. This is really convenient that it comes in these little strips like this. Of course, you can use the dots or the squares and just line them up next to each other so that none of your filler comes out. If you use the roll, you can just kind of take the roll and cut the piece in half. You know how it's, sometimes it's like a 1/2 inch wide, you can just cut that in half. That works out really great. And then I've got this last little leftover, using every little bit, don't want to waste any of that. I'm going to cut that off there. And I'm just going to peel these off. I tell you, we are having so much fun bringing you all these great Halloween projects this week here at the Cricut Circle blog. Say that 3 times fast. I hope you're enjoying everything that we're bringing. We are just so thrilled to have you join us every day and join in our weekly and monthly challenges. So much fun for us. Okay, now I'm going to add my confetti. Just going to sprinkle a little in there. Don't need a whole lot, just enough so that it can fill up the card and still move around. There we go, that looks good. I found this confetti at my local craft store. It's just like plastic confetti, but you can use some of your like leftover Cricut cuts or paper confetti, glitter, little pieces of candy, beads, whatever you want to put in your shaker window. Now I'm using a double-sided paper. Of course you could use whatever color you want, but I want black to show to give me that really fun effect of a shadow behind my jack-o'-lantern face. So I'm just going to place that right over top of my foam strips, and voila, we have our shaker. Wasn't that easy? How fun was that? It looks really like it took a long time to make, but it really is just a fun, easy project. I mean, you could whip out quite a few of these in the next few days before Halloween. Now, to build my card, I have a 5.5-inch square card base, and then slightly smaller pattern paper. And then with the Cindy Lou cartridge, I've cut 2 scallop squares, and there are several cartridges that will cut, you know, whatever shape you want. There's a lot of shapes on pumpkin carvings that would make great shaker cards. There's a circle with a spider and a witch, and so, you know, not just square, but even the circles would be wonderful for this shaker card technique. So basically that's, you just kind of build that, you add your ribbon and tie a bow, and then put your little buttons on there and finish up your card like so. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween and enjoy going out trick-or-treating.